Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing now is Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints. First down. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Carr to throw on second down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Carr throw complete there to Thomas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Kamara with a 1st down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push-up field was strong defensively.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big guy.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Carr. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost them there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
694.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Perry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Kamara up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
734. What's up?
To throw his car. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Carr. This is caught. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Kamara not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Downfield and caught by Thornton. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a yard. Here's Carr to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Herbert off of play action. And he gets this to Thornton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
21. Go.
Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
380. Run. 12.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Catholic. Run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert now. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert. And he's Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton from a yard out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime, a breakaway from Michael Thomas. Down the left sideline. Michael Thomas, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We were just saying off air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go.
On first down, it's Herbert. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Thornton, the motion man right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
5-9.
Now it's Herbert. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where he's sitting right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton, 27 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson. 32 yards. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Here's a diving catch right side. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Carr going to throw. Touchdown! Chris Olave. 26 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Third down and 1.
Ready.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Herbert on first down now. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
And the Chargers first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And Davis has it over the middle. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 5-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Kamara. Now he's free to midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Carr steps away. That's complete to Malone at tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Herbert's throw taken in by Thornton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
59. 21.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Opie. 12. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he gets this to Thornton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Baylor Tigers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 63, Saints 24.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.